Language learners, the time of the new year has arrived, 2025, and this is a perfect time to set some new goals and some new intentions about your language learning. Now, I know a lot of people out there, it's the same old story. You start off strong, you start off with that excitement, and then maybe a month later or 2 months later, you find you can't keep up with it and you kind of fall off. Doesn't that happen with everybody with so many of these New Year's resolutions? But here's the thing. This is something that I've learned in my life that I really stand by. If you feel the least bit motivated, the least bit excited about maybe making some changes or installing some new habits or new practices or setting some new goals, then you should go for it. Strike while the iron is hot, because you really never know where it might lead. And if it happens to be the case that a month later or 2 months later, you're having trouble to keep up with the exact plan that you laid out at the beginning of the year, just tell yourself that's okay, but don't give up entirely. Just make some adjustments to it and keep going. You see, every few weeks to every few months, I guess it really varies depending on the type of person and the challenge of the intention, the difficulty level of the intention. But everybody is going to need to find some new aspect or some new ways around what they're doing to get excited about. You're going to need some new motivational fuels every so often. So whenever that feeling is welling up in you that you're getting excited to try harder and chase that new dream, go for it. I feel like I do that again and again and again so many times in a year. So you might look at what you might look at what someone like me is doing on social media or with language learning or game design. These are the things that I'm interested in, and you may say, Matt's a pretty consistent guy. He seems to not vary what he's doing too much. He's really disciplined and he really sticks with things. But the honest truth is, I go through multiple phases every few months where I'm feeling less inspired, less motivated, and then I just tell myself, I gotta try to find that next wave to catch. I gotta find something to get excited about that's gonna keep me going. I think I'm pretty good at finding those motivational fuels every so often when I need them to get myself inspired again so that I can keep going. I don't just feel up all the time, right? So I want you to adopt this mindset and this philosophy in the new year as well. You're excited? Yes. You have new languages you want to learn? Great. Go for it full steam ahead. See how far you can take it. And if you ever have a drop or a variation in that feeling a few weeks later, just adjust a little bit, find a new source of inspiration, and then just keep pushing. You might need to go a little bit further with it before it starts to become a true automatic habit and it becomes a little bit more easy to keep up with it. I'm going to do my best in this new year to keep you guys motivated and keep you inspired. I'm going to try my best to put up regular content here for language learners. I feel like if I show up regularly for you here, then it's going to catch you in those moments when you feel like giving up. And you can leave me a comment and we can exchange our ideas and get excited to continue on our paths. So the content is one thing. And then also we're going to have the online gaming groups every Saturday for Mandarin, Japanese, Spanish, and Turkish. So if you happen to be learning one of those languages, you are in luck because you can come out every Saturday for free and get experience communicating with high-level speakers, with native-level speakers of those languages, and you can even benefit from chatting with other learners around these different topics in your target language too. Now, if you don't happen to be learning one of those target languages, that's okay. Still, contact me, make friends with me, let me know about what you're learning because I do maintain lists for other languages and we may have an event for your target language at some point in the future. So, I hope that through the content, through the online gaming events, this is going to keep you motivated and let those new habits stick. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are your New Year's resolutions related to language learning? What languages are you after? What are your new goals? Now for me, you might feel that mine are maybe a little bit boring, okay? But the reality for me is I'm just going to keep on the path of learning Mandarin. I've lived in China since 2011, but my study hasn't been super hardcore. It's not always been super regular. So there's a lot of improvements I have yet to make, and I want to practice language learning with my daughter, especially in the evenings. English and Mandarin together. I want to learn alongside of her. You know, she's at an age now where she's able to teach me words that she's learning in her daily life and learning at school that I don't know. So we're going to be reading books together in English and Mandarin. We're going to be practicing our flashcards together. We're going to be playing card games together. And we're going to be watching cartoons together. So I'm really looking forward to her continued growth. She is my greatest language learning partner. So for me, my main target language is English. In the past, I have dabbled with Cantonese because I live in Guangdong, but I'm still interested in it, but I've pretty much, let that go, because really for me the most important thing and the thing I'm most interested in is Mandarin. So my new goals for 2025 with Mandarin is to learn alongside of my daughter and try to learn everything that she is learning, which could benefit my life as well as it does hers. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing your comments and your new goals, and I'll see you back here in the next video. Bye bye for now.